Hey guys, I'm at Klingman's Dome parking lot, and I'm waiting on a friend to get here, and happen to meet two women here, and they're hiking the Appalachian Trail, trying to do a through hike. I've got a little bit of information, but not enough to put any bets on, and I'm going to talk to them right now and get you their trail names, a little bit about them.
Hi, I'm Peaches.
Peaches, P-E-A-C-H-E-S. There's a Peaches ahead of you, a guy, and he's from Georgia. And that's why he's called Peaches. Why are you called Peaches?
I grew up in Georgia, and it was my outfit, and it's an old nickname, but I wasn't going to use it on the trail. But she nominated it, and a friend nominated it, named Blueberry, so I had to take it.
Well, wow, we got a blueberry too that's on the trail this year. I'll tell you about them later. Now you're the daughter. Mm-hmm. Tell me your trail name.
My name is WOODSTOCK.
WOODSTOCK. Mm-hmm. Tell me how you got it.
So I think it was the second day, right? And I came out dressed. I was wearing like a Grateful Dead headband and big like John Lennon style sunglasses. My hair was kind of wild, and people were like, "Oh, you look like you're about to go to Woodstock."
Woodstock.
So
I like it. Now I asked you off camera, which I hardly ever do, but that's okay today. I asked you why you're hiking the Appalachian Trail. I want you to tell me what you just told me off camera.
So I was at my sister's college graduation many years ago. I was about 16 years old, and I was talking with my brother-in-law's best friend, TR, shout out TR, and he was kind of telling me about the trail and how he had hiked it. And from the moment he told me about it, I've been captivated by it ever since. I used to make jokes when I was a stay-at-home mom when the kids were little. I was like, if I ever disappear, you can find me on the AT. And I just never forgot it, and I saw an opportunity to be able to do it this year, and I just was like, it's time to seize the day. And she came with me, so this has been the best part of the trip.
How hard was it to convince you to come out here and do this?
It took a few months.
A few months?
At first I was like, I'm not going to quit my job, but that's part of the reason why I decided to do it. It was because I kind of got into a field I decided I did not like whatsoever, because I was doing accounting, and then I was like, you know what, I am going to do it because I want to change what I'm doing right now anyway. So
it's a good time in life to change careers.
Yeah.
Now, has all of y'all's gear worked pretty good?
I had to switch out my backpack. I really liked the pack that I had, but I bought it online on like a Black Friday special, and it just didn't work for me. So I've switched my pack out. Most everything else has worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I think I've already gone through a pair of shoes. I was in zero drop shoes at the beginning, and
sure,
that was not good. Now I'm in boots, and then my pack's starting to rip up, but I used to rock climb with it all the time, so I can kind of just throw it. So I think I'll need a new pack eventually, but other than that, it's been pretty good.
Now, is it anything up the trail that you know about that you just can't hardly wait to get there?
The whites.
The whites?
The whites, and we're also looking forward to Shenandoah.
Yeah.
Because we actually camped there years ago when she was about 10, and the Appalachian Trail ran right in front of our campsite.
Yeah,
so
and
we're excited about that.
You'll see a lot of animals there too, a few bear and a lot of deer. We'll be up there in just a couple of months doing trail magic, may catch you and see you up there.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Now, you're going into Gatlinburg. You just walked out today and said yesterday was one of your hardest days. Mm-hmm. That was just, now, as far as mentally, I want to ask a question. I'm trying to understand how to phrase it really right. But was yesterday a bad day because it was mentally, or was it physically, or was it a combination?
I think it was a
combination. We've been walking smaller miles most days just to kind of get our trail legs and not to, get an injury, because that's my biggest fear of being 52 years old. I don't want an injury to take me off the trail.
Breaking a hip.
Breaking a hip, yeah, I keep joking. I don't want to break my hip, but I think we had walked an 11.5 mile the day before, and then to turn around and do a 12 right behind that was a lot. So we were both mentally and physically struggling, but we made it. We did our 12 miles, and at the end of the day, we were really happy with ourselves that we pushed on.
Yeah,
so
it took a lot, but
yeah, it did.
We had no backpacking experience before this, really. I mean, we had like a weekend trip kind of.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it was hard. 11 miles was like the furthest we had ever gone, and all day we were just like, ugh.
How did you prepare? What did you do to prepare? As far as not necessarily going out to hike, but how did you know what the gear to get and all that?
Watched a lot of YouTube
Okay.
videos,
Yeah.
read a lot of books,
Called each other and talked for hours on end.
did a lot of research on gear and that sort of thing.
Okay.
The research, that was fun. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed that part of it.
Yeah, I
What
read
about-
a lot of books.
What about brothers or sisters? Do you have any brothers or
I have
sisters?
2 brothers, yeah.
What do they think? Are they older, younger, or what?
I've got one younger and one older. I think they both think we're kind of crazy, but
I don't think they believed me when I first told them that I was going to come out here, but they've been very supportive. And actually, her younger brother Jack is supposed to come and join us in July. Her older brother is getting married in July, so and he's been very supportive. He and his bride-to-be are talking, saying, "Whoa, maybe we'll do the PCT," because they live out in Seattle.
Okay. I talk about the support system a lot on my channel because I think it's important for people to have a support system back home. Now, are you having any drop boxes shipped to you or anything like that?
We've had a couple.
bit.
Okay.
We've had a couple. I think probably from here until we get maybe further north, we'll probably just resupply in towns and stuff because it's kind of easier not have to worry about
Yeah.
getting to a post office.
We've got a car cranking up right next to us. We're right here in the middle of the parking lot trying to do this, and I know a lot of times my viewers will say, "Man, you couldn't find a quieter place," and no, I couldn't. I'm out here, and I'm right where I'm supposed to be to pick up Freddie, and then also to help these ladies here. So I'm gonna let him back out and get out of our way, and then maybe ask you a couple of more questions before we go. Did you stay at the Fontana Village?
We did.
How'd you
oh wait,
think?
not the village, the Hilton.
You stayed at the Hilton.
Yeah,
Did y'all
Fontana Hilton.
did y'all go up to the village for anything, like to eat or anything?
We did. We went up there and got some food and did a little bit of resupply.
Was that one of your favorite shelters?
It was. It was
very
really
nice.
nice. It was
Well, let me
really
ask you a
nice.
question. Did you know about the good, really clean showers just right up the hill?
We did.
We
hear
did.
about
The one at the Welcome Center, not the one at the shelter.
Oh no, we did not know about that.
We
Oh,
missed that.
immaculate, immaculate. I thought the word would get out by now that those are open up there, and they're really, really clean and real big too, and lots of hot water. But now you're going when you leave here, come back and get on the trail. Your next big town is Hot Springs. Do you know much about Hot Springs, North Carolina?
A little bit. We're really looking forward to taking a 0 or 2 there and
don't
just
know much about
relaxing. But I've never been there before, so I'm really looking forward to
Well,
it.
they're named because of the hot springs there, and they give a deal to the hikers to get sit in the hot tub for 30 minutes or so. So you might want to look into that.
Definitely.
sounds
My
great.
muscles could surely use
How many days have y'all hiked in the rain
We've gotten pretty lucky.
or snow? Because I know you had snow.
We've had a snow day, and we've had a couple of days in the rain. We've been really lucky. We've a couple of our zeros have coincided with some bad weather, so that worked out really well. So we've had nice weather.
I'm gonna look at your packs. Show people what you're packing. Do you know what kind of weight you're carrying?
I think right now we're probably carrying about 25 pounds, or maybe a little bit less. I
Okay,
know my base weight's 20.
that's good base weight.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it, but
Okay, that's good.
but
Yeah,
with
full
Left a lot of stuff
resupply
at home.
About 30.
yeah.
So.
So it's not terrible.
All right, we're gonna let you say hello to anybody out there you might want to, and then we're gonna let you go.
Hi, Patrick and Jack, and shout out to ARU. Miss you guys. Love you.
Hi Dad, hi Stacy, hi family and everything.
No dogs or cats?
Oh, Banjo, hi.
And hi, Claire, Lorraine, and Nancy. I miss you, girls.
All right, girls.
And
God-
Tracy.
God bless every step between here and Katahdin. I hope I see you up the trail again.
Thank you.
Hey guys, we're standing here south of Albert Mountain on Mooney Gap Road on the Appalachian Trail, and I just found another person attempting the through hike this year, and don't you know that makes me excited. Let's see if we can get a trail name and a little information about her.
My trail name's Rue, like kangaroo, because I carry a front pack along with my backpack. And my real name's Carla with a K Smith.
Who named you?
Cam, so I think his trail name now is Laugh, but I know him as Dapper Cam. But
This year, they named you this year while you've been out here?
yeah, just recently. Actually, I just got the name Rue yesterday because I first got named Willow,
Uh-huh.
but there's already a Willow farther ahead up. So I was like, well, can't do that. You know, it's got to be a unique name, at least for the year. So
Rue, where are you actually from?
I was born in Brazil and then raised in California until I was 8.
Okay.
And I'm a Georgia baby from the time I was 8 until now.
Okay.
So about an hour south of Atlanta. I stay in Sonoya, Georgia.
Okay. Did you have to quit a job, or are you in between careers, or what gives you the flexibility to come out here?
I'm a massage therapist and a yoga teacher, and I can always go back to
Any of that?
any and all of my jobs, or I can find a job anywhere I go. It's
Sure.
pretty easy.
On the trail, even. Just stop and work a while and hike some more.
Yeah.
How long have you wanted to do the trail?
I've thought about it for years, and then all of a sudden, about 3 or 4 weeks before I left, I just made the decision. you know.
Okay. Good.
But it's just been kind of in the back of my mind to do either the Pacific Crest or the Appalachian or the Camino de Santiago in Europe for years. But since I was already in Georgia, because I live in Georgia, I figured the Appalachian Trail.
It's right here at your back door.
Yeah, it was calling to me.
Now, your knees hurting now, or?
Yeah, my left knee's swollen and flared up, so I'm just going to rest a little bit tonight. I did a little over 10 miles today, and then I'll hit the trails again tomorrow.
Have you been around a group, on the trail, how to get traveling, call them traveling? Is there a
Yeah.
group traveling close to you, ahead of you, or behind you that you
Yeah,
know?
both. We kind of
Jump.
leapfrog a little bit back and forth. But most of my trail family is ahead of me.
Okay.
They're about 10 to 20 miles ahead of me, depending on the person.
I got you.
But we did meet up in Franklin yesterday when I got the new pack, because my pack got it was an old used pack,
Okay.
so it had holes in it that it was starting to tear up, starting to get a little bit wet inside. So I got a new one, and it's much easier to carry. Everything's it's just like walking on air. It's really nice.
Did you get the trail magic back at Deep Gap yesterday?
I got, no, I didn't get any trail magic at Deep Gap yesterday, but I saw it passing through. But I did get trail magic, this hiking stick
Yeah.
given to me.
Yeah, the guy that makes the hiking sticks
Yeah.
down in Georgia. In fact, I see him usually at the Hog Pen Gap every year. Didn't see him this year, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, really
but there's
kind
big
person.
trail magic today. I'm talking about major trail magic. I'm talking about from here to that next curve of people set up doing all kind of chickens and cooking, barbecue, and all that stuff. And they've been doing it for years on this day, on Easter.
Okay.
And they were set up
yeah, that's right.
yesterday.
It's Easter weekend.
That's right. And they were set up yesterday when we brought Freddie out, snowing. It was snowing yesterday morning when
Yeah.
we got to the trail. And they were setting up to make sure they had a spot for today. But they was doing trail magic yesterday and today. That's why I asked. How much do you know about the trail north of here? Is it anything that you already know about that you're looking forward to?
That I'm looking forward to Hot Springs.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to Damascus, Virginia.
Okay.
I'd like to make it to the festival there the weekend of the 17th of May.
Right.
And if I don't, I can just shuttle up and then
That's
shuttle
right.
back to my point of pickup.
Sure.
But I think I'll make it.
Okay. Now, Freddie told you about his place in Hot Springs?
He did. I'm going to stop
Okay.
through there.
Good. I'm glad he talked to you about that.
Yeah.
And if he's not there, stop anyway. And they'll, he's open anyway.
Yeah.
Without him, he's got some people that's helping him in that. What's been the biggest or the funnest part about being out here?
There's so much kindness all around. The people are so warm-hearted and welcoming. I never feel terribly lonely because there's always good people. And the goofing around the campfire,
yeah.
just talking here, listening to people's stories. I love that, making new friends. And in this really genuine, open-hearted way, unmasked kind of way,
That term's used all through my videos, and people, the number one answer when I ask people whether they enjoy the most, it's talking about just what you just basically said.
Yeah.
Because no one is out here is finding out what kind of job you have or what status you have in life. All of you are doing the same thing. You're packing the same kind of pack. You're going the same kind of miles. You're looking for a place to eat, sleep, and get good water.
Yeah.
And it's just a really, really neat community out here.
It's deeply human. It's a really human experience, and the way that you appreciate little things more. Like you were talking about, just finding clean water to drink. Like, oh, finally, I've been hiking for 4 miles trying to find the next water source. Here's some water. Oh, I'm revitalized. It's amazing. Just the little things.
Yeah. Now, is all your gear worked good?
The backpack wasn't perfect, but it was free. It was used, so I tried it out at first, and I used it for these first 2 weeks. And yesterday I just got a new one, so that'll do better. I had to get new shoes, and my flip-flops broke, so I got Crocs because Anthony convinced me to get Crocs, and I'm loving them now.
Yeah, they are.
As camp
Now,
shoes.
here's, I believe, coming out already, but somebody on my YouTube channel asked me to start asking the hikers the next question. Have you seen any animals, bear or deer or anything, any animals on the trail?
Squirrels, and we saw 2 snakes, but they weren't venomous. They were
Okay.
oval-shaped
Yep.
heads, small baby snakes, so not like scary.
And they want me to ask about Lyme disease, but it's too early for Lyme disease. Are you seeing a lot of ticks?
I do concern myself with that. I put on essential oils like clove essential oil that are supposedly repel ticks. I saw one tick on my arm and I flicked it off. It just like jumped right on there and I immediately saw it. But that's it. I haven't had any issues, and I check myself when I get the chance. I mean, there are certain parts that I can't see, like my scalp, so I'll ask somebody else to check for me.
All right, cool. Well, here comes Freddie walking down. Did you talk
I
to him?
made it!
Good job, Rue. I'm proud of you.
You're fast.
I'm just sorry I ran off on you.
That's all right.
Rue's talking to Freddie. Freddie's out here, and he just went up toward Albert Mountain.
So-
Freddie, how was it today?
Oh my gosh, gorgeous day.
Gorgeous day. And I
Little
believe
chilly in the
hiked a little bit today. Yeah, he started out in the snow yesterday, and
Yeah.
today he started out
Yeah.
real cold. Okay, Rue, tell me if you want to say hello to anybody before we cut it off.
Oh, hey Mom, I love you. You know.
That's always a really good answer.
Yeah, my community back home, I love y'all, my friends and family.
Anybody that you might want to say something to that's watching this, maybe for the first time, maybe it's a girl, female, and she's thinking about doing the Appalachian Trail, tell me what you would tell her.
I absolutely 100% suggest that you do it. Go for it. Don't be afraid. And do it alone. You will make new friends every day. It's a super fun environment. Be prepared, though. Be prepared for very cold weather. Have gloves. Watch your step. That's the most important thing. And drink lots and lots of water. But yeah, just research it ahead of time. Make sure you've got different survival things taken care of, and you're good to go. You'll have fun. It's difficult. It's one of the most difficult things I've ever done, but it's also really rewarding.
We're going to try to stay up with you and keep up with you and get a Katahdin picture when you make it to Katahdin.
Yes.
Congratulations on what you've done. You're almost at the 100-mile mark.
Yeah, I'm so
that's
close.
a big,
like
that's
2
a
miles
biggie.
away.
That's right. So that's a biggie for you. And God bless every step between here and Katahdin. And thank you for taking a minute to talk.
Absolutely. Thank you.